Hello and welcome to bowl season in Nebraska Boys Football Challenge. Here are the standings as they go. When you add in the bowl invite points and the conference champ points, it is Team Windmill sitting up top with 827.
Before you get much further, we have to kind of get back to that whether or not Team Windmill are we a team?
Team Davis has joined forces with Team John for the greater good of the Nebraska Boys Football Challenge. A team divided just cannot stand.
All right, and we want to also pay a little respects here. You know, I know that Pat's kind of led this whole video.
So we tried to mimic it as closely as possible.
Yeah, and we're not trying to take away from his thunder and everything, but we're getting down here to crunch time, and we're realizing that he's not going to get his name on the trophy, and I understand that he wants to be kind of in the shadows, so it's probably better that others step up at this point, and we didn't feel like it was probably should be us, but nonetheless we thought we'd just have an opportunity to share with you guys the scores, a little bit of our look back on the season. Not that we understand football or care about football, although one of us might care a little bit more than the other.
One of us might understand football a little more than the other as well.
Yeah, but
they might be the same person.
But I would say that we know something about victory, and we're getting closer, and it's looking like a 2-horse race at this point in time, and we have to Chip's right up there, and we're in the Team Windmill, as we call ourselves. We're in there, and there's another part of this race that seems to be fairly settled, and that's Doug. You've accomplished what you needed to. As the season sits right now, Doug has a 60 point or 50 point?
Doug is 55 points behind Bill and Jim Langdon, and he would have to win every one of his games, and the Langdon team would have to lose every one of their bowl games for Doug not to secure the first pick for next year.
And there's a little asterisk by our calculations. As we went through all this, we ignored the potential for bonus points. Now, we did consider certain bonus points, like if you have a BCS bowl or a regular bowl, we calculate those in there. But
if you played a ranked opponent who is ranked higher than you, or a top 10 opponent, we factored in those points as well.
But what we didn't factor in is 0 to 9 points and all this magic that you get if you score more than 45 or 56 or whatever those threshold numbers are. That could play a factor into it, but I think we can securely say that Doug has first pick. And so Doug, we want to bow down and give you the thumbs up. You really you secured it early on. A couple missed weeks there where you didn't submit teams. That was strategic, and so we got to flip our hats. Got to give you your props there for that, and show all of our proper colored hair. Nothing about seals. We got no concerns with the
like father, like son.
Yeah, we got nothing on that African heritage, and our daughter Madison there pulling up with the full afro. That had nothing to do with them sailors going to Northern Africa. So back to football, and should we start on Huskers?
The Huskers could not contain the run.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I saw 2 plays. They were both Wisconsin touchdowns, which means I watched most of the game.
Yeah.
It was. I think I didn't see a lot, but it was pretty pathetic.
The highlight on the Husker side was a brilliant run by Taylor Martinez, scrambling many yards.
Actually, I saw a highlight where Bell just clocked a block coming into the end zone. They called him for some sort of penalty. I didn't get it all.
He led with his shoulder.
This is
hit the defenseless receiver. We're good. We're good.
This is football. I mean, this is not. If you say, well, we got to put sissy dresses on, and we can't allow. I mean, the guy was placing a block on a guy that was coming in to tackle his guy. This is not one of these quarterbacks that they deserve to wear tutus and all this.
My interpretation of the hit was, I'm very angry. Hulk smash. You can't enjoy the victory if you can't remember it. That was the kind of hit it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it really was.
All right, well, we're back to football, and I know the parts that you guys are most concerned about is, what Pat does and whose game's back and all that. As it sits right now, actual points covered. The Team Ryan here, which is true.
Team Windmill.
Yeah, but we're a true team. We currently sit tied with the Studs.
But with a 7-point
yeah,
lead,
there's
virtually tied.
There's a fractional game lead that we have, which is better to be in the lead than not. Pat is more in a distant third. He's running back about 6 games, 7 games.
He is running back
5,
6.5.
Yeah, but the issue with Pat is when you start to look at all the points that could come in and where he could have as a maximum number of points, excluding some of these bonuses for least defensive, keeping teams under 10 points versus scoring some obscene amount of points. He's going to have an absolute miracle to come in. So, Pat, you're going to have to give up on the whole video thing. This is our show right now. Maybe Chip wants to put out a little bit here, and certainly Doug. Doug deserves to,
What he did took some skill.
Yeah, so Doug definitely needs to have a show here, but it's going to come down to we don't have any head-to-head with Chip, but Chip has Wisconsin, Stanford going against each other, so
that limits his potential, but ensures him at least 10 points.
Yeah, and
20 points if Stanford wins, or if Wisconsin wins.
Yeah, because Chip has I think 16 or 7 teams in bowls, maximum of 6 victories. We've got I think it's 7 teams in bowls
with a maximum of 7 victories.
Maximum of 7 victories. We've got some opportunities where it comes into beating higher ranked teams or teams in the BCS top 10, where our point maximum could tack on another 3 games or so above what Chip has. So at the end of the day, it's worth watching the football. There's definitely some good opportunities with the teams that are up here playing football.
Big games. We've got all the BCS bowls, including important ones for our bet: Northern Illinois versus Florida State. Northern Illinois is a windmill team against a 2-point conversion Florida State team, and Northern Illinois is going to have a tough time getting that victory after beating Pat's Patsy, Kent State, in the conference championship. Those are important points for us, along with Clemson versus LSU, another tough game.
Yeah, but what should be said on that is we made up some serious ground. We'd be behind Chip if we didn't get the bonus points for getting Northern Illinois in that BCS bowl. We got another +5.
Thank goodness for the flaws of the BCS.
Yeah. Well, and hats off. We're okay with taking some flaws in the BCS, and Team Ryan or Team Windmill has got no problem with having some
cheater points.
Yeah, cheater points where you don't have a conference championship game. You just get opportunities to get extra wins. Nothing wrong with that. I feel good about that.
Whatever the victory takes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. In Texas, we know that you wear your boots, and you got no problem with a good pair of boots, and you got yourself a good Irish beer, which is really counterproductive to our win.
Good Colorado.
I got myself a Irish tie, and I struggle a little bit here because I really don't want Alabama to win. No disrespect there, Bo.
It's for the good of the team,
But
we have to root for them.
I probably do have to root for them. But if all be said, I hope that Chip has some poor luck going along, and then I can root against Alabama, let my tie win. Got a little embarrassment going on right here with the big N for knowledge. So anyway, so that's our show for today. Unless you got any more parts you want to add.
Go Big Red.
Yeah, go Big Red, and that also means go Big Wisconsin. That'll mean that Chip wins less points.
No.
Oh no, we
Go
went
Big
Stanford.
Go Big Stanford.
Another red team.
Go Cardinal.
Yeah, go Cardinal Red on that one because we are rooting against Chip. So anyway, enjoy the show. Enjoy the season. Bill, I got to return the trophy to you next year, but it's going to be coming back to hopefully here to Team Windmill. Sorry, Pat. I know it meant a lot to you, but obviously you can't win them all.
Go Big Red.